Welcome back to TechKidFX for another price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you a price prediction update on Vechain, whose current price stands at the $0.0233 mark, and here on TradingView the market is up by 0.6%. and in this video I want to give you the key scenarios that I expect to play out, basing my analysis on the Elliot waves and the Fibonacci's, and also the key areas of support and resistances, and also draw out the key chart patterns that you have information on this chart. And now start the video by giving a brief of what has been happening on this chart. Vechain from the all-time high has been seeing no prices in this massive ABC corrective movement, which has now taken us back to around the $0.02 mark, and after making our low down there, we saw a very nice bounce to the upper side. We managed to break above key areas of resistances, but at the key area of resistance at around the $0.03362 mark, we got rejected, and we are seeing a massive pullback to the lower side. Jumping to the 4-hour chart for further analysis. Here on the 4-hour chart, after making our low down there, we saw a very nice bounce to the upper side in a movement that I was terming in my previous videos as an Elliot wave structure, having that as the wave 1, then a wave 2, then a wave 3, then I expected a bit of a retracement to the lower side in the formation of a wave 4 before we continue pushing higher in the formation of a wave 5 to complete a higher Elliot wave count 1, but that movement to the upper side got invalidated the moment our wave 4 over here retraced into the high of that first wave, and having done so, I had to remove this Elliot wave structure from my charts and view this movement to the upper side as something else, and the only way we can view that as is just a massive ABC corrective movement that was correcting that impulsive movement to the lower side. And after making the high for that ABC corrective movement, whatever we expect on this other side is the formation of a 5-wave structure, and I believe that is what we are seeing over here, having this as the wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, a wave 4, which has now completed a higher Elliot wave count 1. And to give you the key scenarios that I expect to play out, that is the long-term scenarios that I expect to play out on this chart from an Elliot wave point of view. After making the low for that higher Elliot wave count 1, whatever we expect after that is a bit of a bounce to the upper side in the formation of a wave 2, and because a wave 2 is a retracement of the first wave, we can use the Fibonacci's, connecting them from the high of that wave 1, connecting them to the low of this wave 1, and that gives me a minimum target area in the formation of a wave 2 between the fib level 0.618 and the fib level 0.382, and I can mark that target area here on the charts like that, and that target area lies between the $0.029 mark and the $0.026 mark. So that is the minimum that I expect in case we see a bit of a bounce to the upper side here on the Vechain chart. That is the minimum that I would expect that movement to the upper side to do, and once we get into that target area in the formation of a wave 2, then I would expect us to continue heading lower in the formation of a third wave, that is a higher Elliot wave count 3, having completed the formation of a higher Elliot wave count 2. And in the formation of that higher Elliot wave count 2, I would also expect to see an ABC corrective movement play out, because a wave 2 is a corrective wave, so I would expect an ABC corrective movement to get us into that target area. And also zooming in on this chart, we have the formation of a head and shoulders pattern, and if I draw it out, we can have this as the left shoulder of that head and shoulders pattern, then we have the head, then we have seen the formation of the neckline down there, then the right shoulder, then after forming the right shoulder, we have been seeing a bit of a consolidation right here, so we are yet to see that breakout to the lower side, and this is a chart pattern that normally breaks to the lower side, having the target area of that breakout as the height between the head and the neckline. So using a trend line, we can get that height between the head and the neckline, then place it down here to give us a minimum target area to the lower side in case we see a breakout out of this consolidation to the lower side, and that gives me a target area back to around the $0.011 mark. So in case we see a breakout out of this head and shoulders pattern, that is the minimum that I would expect that movement to the lower side to take us back to. Also giving you the short-term scenarios that can play out within this consolidation right here. You can see we have been trading within this channel, and we have continued to respect the channel, though we have been seeing massive fake outs to the lower side of the channel, and Vechain has managed to get back into the channel once more, and right now we are trading out of the channel to the lower side. There's a possibility that maybe this time the breakout is on and we are going to have a retest of the lower side of the channel. And once you see the retest of the lower side of the channel, then we can expect even lower prices to be coming our way, and that could possibly take us back to around the $0.02 mark, which is a key area of support down here. And in case we lose that key area of support, then I would expect us to continue heading lower. And in case that movement plays out, then my head and shoulders pattern will also be playing out. And note, we have our target area back to around the $0.01 mark in case that plays out. There is also a possibility that Vechain is going to have enough volume to continue pushing the price higher and get us back into this channel once more, continue pushing higher to the upper side of the channel, manage to break above that key area of resistance at around the $0.024 mark, maybe even see a retest of that key area of resistance. And once that plays out, then we can continue pushing higher, manage to break out of the channel to the upper side, maybe even have a retest of the upper side of the channel, and then continue pushing higher to get us into this target area in the formation of a wave 2. And once that plays out, then we can expect an impulsive movement to the lower side in the formation of a third wave, and we can also invalidate that movement to the lower side in the formation of a 5-wave structure in case in the formation of a wave 2 we continue pushing higher and manage to break above the key area of resistance at around the $0.029 mark and continue pushing higher. And also on the Fibonacci's, in case we managed to break above the fib level 0.786 fib level, and that lies at around the $0.031 mark. In case that plays out, then we'll be invalidating my Elliot wave structure to the lower side in the formation of that 5-wave structure to the lower side. So let's be patient and see how that plays out. Also taking a look at the indicators here on the RSI, we are trading at around the 44 mark, and that means we have massive room for us to support any movement to the upper side in the formation of that wave 2. Also taking a look at the MACD, on the MACD we have printed a bearish cross, and that is not positive for Vechain, but soon it seems like we are going to print a bullish cross. So let's be patient and see how that plays out. And in case we print that bullish cross, that would mean higher prices could be coming our way and we might get back into the channel once more. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll keep you updated.